Hey everyone, this is the Two Girls One Quick Look of Particulars. This is the demo because we don't have lots of money.
I'm not sure if I really followed that, but that's okay.
Yeah. She went into a basement, found like a floppy disk, and shoved it into a thing, I guess.
What's a floppy disk?
Shut up. Welcome to the subatomic world.
You're a really difficult person to get to know, Ali. Graham Jones, ex-boyfriend, 2009.
This is you. You are a down quark.
Down quark? Huh.
I think it's some sort of science word.
Well, I know a quark is a science word. I don't remember what exactly it is though. Isn't it a like? I'm gonna stop talking.
I think it's a subatomic particle.
Yeah.
Despite the setbacks she has recently suffered, Alison has made great strides in her science classes this year. Patricia Lord, School Report 2002.
So, I think the whole premise is like this is all assumptions, but I think the story is about a girl who is interested in science and like in subparticles and physics and programming.
Yeah. And so we're going to hear about her journey?
Yeah. But through the letters and quotes from other people about her.
You're just like your mother. She used to stay up all night, just looking for a single bug in the code she was working on. Robert Bob Scott. Father, 2005.
So there's just a lot implied in the story, and I feel as if like the way you play the game represents like her relations with other people, because eventually you like start interacting with other subatomic particles.
Oh, okay.
The data is your shield.
The darkness is never quite so dark when you believe in what you're doing. Rebecca Scott. Mother, 1998.
We look kind of like an eyeball.
Or spermy or whatever. The anti-you.
We look like... It reminds me of those creatures from The Matrix.
Yeah. The anti-you. Enticing but deadly. Particle, anti-down quark, charge, positives, advice, stay away, help is coming.
What?
If those touch you, you die. You get annihilated. And they're attracted to you.
Huh.
Date, 7 June 2003. Student, Alison Scott. Citation, punching fellow student Lee Altridge after he took her science textbook. Due to the mitigating circumstances, Alison will be given a second chance, but this behaviour must not continue. Punishment, 3-day suspension. Delivered in a pale green envelope, 2003.
Were you ever suspended from school?
No. My boyfriend was, though. My middle school boyfriend was, because he was cool and badass. He was so bad.
The
This is some post-commentary because I deleted the conversation we had after this because the game was actually, with the little excerpts into the world and into this woman's life through letters about her or quotes about her, was really giving us these raw feelings and reminding us of our own lives growing up and all those mistakes that we had made and how we recovered from those things and stuff, but we were saying things that we didn't actually want to have heard by everyone else.
Annihilate 3 particle pairs.
And with the simplistic gameplay that leaves you alone with your own emotions and own feelings and memories that you have coming up with these things, because it's not enough to distract you, but it's also enough to stop you from thinking about other things. So you're just sitting there feeling like shit.
You don't like to talk about your feelings, do you? Why do you think that is? Karen McRae, former therapist, 2004.
I like the way she says former. Everything feels, you feel them too. Shut up, I don't feel anything! So the antis and negatives or whatever are attracted to each other, and when they hit each other, they make stuff, and then you gotta pick it up. See?
The intensity of your focus on physics is intoxicating. I hope that our college will be a haven within which you can unleash your passion. Jeffrey Q, Dean of Admissions, later arrested, 2009.
Later arrested?
I know, I like the way that these like small quotes give such little windows but give you so much to like
To think about?
to think about and infer into this, I guess, overall story. Run then fight.
How do you annihilate the particle pairs?
You have to get them to go towards each other.
Ah.
But you have to get the black ones to go towards the white ones.
Uh-huh.
See, they're all attracted to you.
Uh-huh.
So you have to get them to hit the white ones.
Like a comet in endless space, in the far-off distance, I can see your frozen face, but you can't hear me. You can't hear me. The XYZ. Comet.
Z.
Where you think you're too good for Z? No man's land, where everything collides. Oh, that guy almost got me. Oof. I lost track of where I was. I was like, shit, where am I?
Like, which one am I? Oh my god!
Get away from me! No! 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 Sorry.
The relationship between a woman and her mother affects everything, from her health and self-esteem to all of her other relationships, experts say. Bryce Vogler, blogger and amateur expert.
There's so much said with so little. This is up. It likes you. Deliver an up quark. Latch on. I always feel like the particles interact with each other in a very
In the matter of the alleged unfair dismissal, this commission finds in favour of Mrs. Rebecca Scott. it is clear that when she was made redundant in March of this year, she was discriminated against on the basis of gender. Report of the Workplace Commission, 1999.
That was her mother.
Yeah.
Up hates you, it still likes you.
Up hates up.
Oh, up
It
hates
still
up.
likes you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I feel as if, like, the particles interact with each other in a way that's, like, relevant to the story, but it's, like, open enough for you to just decide for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like simple games that tell stories in a way that's, like... This one's really hard. Like, you just have to get lucky. Come on. Stay in there. Ah. Huh. Stay in there, stay in there. Stay in there, stay in there, stay in there. We did it!
Yay!
I should think that as Alison's father, you would find her behaviour disturbing. But as you have so far failed to return my calls, I have decided that I simply must express my concerns in writing. Mrs. Merrill Trocker, Assistant Principal, 2004.
I think it's inferred that her mother died and that's why she was having her behavioral problems.
Ah, I see.
Which is like... Because earlier they're like, you're just like how your mother used to be. I have to deliver this.
This is very interesting.
Grouped quarks cannot be separated from their parent hadron, and this is why quarks can never be studied or observed in any more direct way than at a hadron level. Passage highlighted in a dog-eared copy of Subatomic Basics by John M. Minogue.
What?
I mean, this is like, it's an interesting concept, but I'm not sure that I would have much patience to like play through the whole thing.
Oh, I liked it. I was playing it a lot last night. I don't have enough money to buy all these games. Play.
It's a really interesting concept, though, kind of like using the...
I think maybe I didn't do any research into the developer, but I'm assuming that this is the life of the developer. And
Yeah.
This is her, and I really like it.
What's so interesting about those science books anyway? Gemma Gittins, Potential Best Friend, Opportunity Squandered, 2006.
Survive for 25 seconds. Metaphor for high school! Ah!
Prevent all annihilation, survive for 25 seconds.
Protect the... No! No, 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 no! No, no! Failed. I think... I know this is probably not what they intended at all, but the circle in the middle and then us, like, it looks like a sperm going into an ovum. It does!
Yep.